Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Planning Board meeting of December 4th, 2018. Will you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's see. First order of business, appointment of alternates. So does either Tony or Kate want to be possibly a voting member if we need one?
Sure.
Okay. All right. And I'm sorry, Kate, you have not been confirmed as a full board member, have you?
No, I don't think that I can commit to the time.
Okay. All right. Tony, is that something that you might be interested in thinking about? Maybe we can submit your name at some point to the Board of Selectmen and see, you can basically that, you would be interested in doing that. We can talk about that. So, okay. All right. Roll call of members. Michael Croto, Chair.
Kimberly Queen and Vice Chair.
Tony Turecki, alternate.
Dennis Page, member.
Kate Stevens, alternate.
Okay. And Steve is not here this evening. And Tyler is not here. I did get an email from Tyler. He is having a difficulty making a lot of the meetings. He hasn't been to many, but he thinks he might be resigning. I don't know for certain yet, but I just wanted to throw it out there that is a possibility. I don't know. But he did say something to that effect in his email to me that I read today. So we'll see. I may reach out to him and see if he's if that's what he's going to do. So, okay. Before I begin, I just want to briefly mention about a sort of a sad moment. The chair of the Rec Commission, John Bryant, passed away. Was it November 25th or something? John was a member of the commission for many years, and he was a volunteer in town, and he did a lot of good work for Litchfield. I just wanted to, my condolences to his family and friends and to the people who, looked up to him. He's a great man, and he's going to be missed here in Litchfield. I just thought we would take a moment of silence for John. He was a good guy. Okay, thank you. The first order of business this evening is the master plan update. And I guess I'll defer to Jay on that, our planner.
So hopefully everybody received a draft. Although I did not work on this personally, in conferring with Cassie, as I understand it, she has attempted to incorporate all of the comments that have been received so far. So hopefully, I'm hoping people have had a chance to review it. And I think we should open it up to see if there's any questions, comments, concerns, or changes.
Mm-hmm.
That anybody has. And then if not, I think, the next course would be to move to accept it and move it to a public hearing.
Okay. Does the board have any questions as to the chapter? I think it looks fantastic. I think Cassie did a great job.
Yeah, I thought so. I read through it and it seemed it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, the commercial development piece, what we did is correct. I wish we had this on our sidewalk that we just had to point to, but it did talk about the landscaping and the parking, some standards to be set. So.
Okay. And I like the focus on the building design and the emphasis kind of around the rural commercial. I think makes
it gives us a
lot of
standard,
sense.
which it does
Absolutely.
here. Yeah.
There's a lot of work that's been put into this by the board, I think, and through NRPC as well. So I think it looks good. If anybody, would like to entertain a motion to maybe have this put on the agenda for a public hearing, I'll entertain that motion. If you don't have any questions or.
She did want to look at, wasn't she going to do research for us on the not busing or something? Transportation infrastructure is right here, right? I just want to look at that if you don't mind, quick.
Okay, oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
remember she was going to look into like busing for us or something?
Oh, yeah, there was a question.
And there's something
about,
added here, so I just want to just look at it.
Okay.
She talked about the cycling, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I see anything about public transportation.
I see road reasons, yeah. But that might have been some separate research she was going to do, right? So, just to see what other towns did, but
Right. And I was going to follow
That
up on
doesn't
the
hardly have to-
transportation piece in a moment also.
okay, yeah, so it doesn't have to be here, but she talked about the rotaries and stuff, so. Yep.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to add? If not, I would entertain a motion for this to go to public hearing.
Oh, real quick, and I don't know if this matters as far as public hearing goes, but there were, and it might just be the way it emailed, but there was a couple of things where like pictures overlapped each other or words. It might just be like my word processor that's opening it. Or,
All look good.
I didn't see that on mine.
Okay,
I'm not seeing it.
yep, then it's probably just my computer.
That
That's
happened to
fine.
me before. I got a line chopped off here and there, and everybody
Yeah.
else is seeing it.
I just wanted to
It
make
has
sure
happened to
that,
me before. I didn't with this draft.
I see one on page 5.
Page 5. Let's see. Page 5.
You're right. I see one on page 5 also.
Where do you see that? I don't.
Right here, this line's chopped off.
there's one where.
Oh, it's just too big.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see.
We'll double check that and make sure to fix it.
There was one where like encouraged gets cut off. I'm trying to find the page.
Yep, page 5.
And there was the one with all the signs. The last picture was falling off the page, at least on mine.
I'll double check that when I get back. And the one we post, we'll post it as a PDF. So that might take care of
Okay.
the issue.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll print a copy too, so let
Right.
me know when you have a clean copy.
Yeah, page 13.
The
So-
content, I think, looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's interesting because it didn't look like this when I reviewed it. I wasn't on the Google Docs. I was looking at it. We'll make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay. So, anything else anybody sees?
That was
Looks
it.
pretty good. So I would entertain a motion to send this to public hearing.
I'll make the motion to send this chapter to public hearing for the
Okay.
community design.
Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have discussion? All those signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, abstained, motion passes 400.
Are you going to pick a date now? Or save?
Yeah,
Did we have public hearing on the other chapters? Or we're gonna do it all at once?
no, I think we've had,
No, we didn't. No, did we have public hearing on the other ones?
I think we did,
I
yeah.
thought so.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think we had to do that because to get the comments from the public and to see what other people had to offer. Yeah. So I think, what do you think would be a good date?
Well, that's a good question because January 8th, I thought would be the January meeting because the Tuesday is January 1st.
Okay.
So it was the 8th and the 22nd, I believe.
That's 2018.
That's an 18.
That's an 18 calendar. Yeah, on the top, yeah. Let's see here,
Yeah, January 8th
January 8th. Okay. All right, so
on
we
my
can,
phone.
can schedule it for that one. Okay. Tuesday.
And just in terms of the next chapter, oh, we haven't voted.
Yeah, so I would just entertain a motion. Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah,
though,
go ahead, Joe.
It would have to be published in the HLN, I think the 28th of December. I think they would be printing then. I guess that'd be okay.
You think that'll be all right?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we want to let people know who worked on the chapter about it also, or is that going to be the public notice?
Well, the ladies who were here, the people, because we did have a subcommittee to look at it. I don't know if anyone is still interested in, if they want to come to that hearing. I know those two ladies were here a number of times. From is it the historical?
Oh, yeah, Heidi was here, Gail.
Heidi.
I think Stephen came a few times.
Yeah,
Mary and Colby
Stephen,
came.
yes, Stephen Calloway.
Unfortunately, John did come.
Yeah.
But I don't know if do they need to review it, or, I mean,
No.
we're okay. We have their input in here, but. Okay, do you want me to have them read it, or they come in and read it online? What do they do?
We can send it to them when we get it.
Okay,
I mean, it's going to be a public hearing, so, I mean, the public can come, people can come in.
but do they have access to the document?
Well, we
to read
can
it?
send them a PDF. We put
Couple
the
of
document
copies.
online, but we can send it to them because they were part of the committee.
Right, and we'll put it up, we can put it online too.
Yeah, that's
People
that's
wanna
true.
look.
Yeah, because obviously people are going to want to review it. Yeah. So,
I'm seeing that park on the water and all that might start another whole Facebook launch going.
I would entertain a motion to have the public hearing January 8th, which is Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. Do I have such a motion?
Yes, I'll
Public
give you the
hearing.
motion for that date of January what, 18th?
No, the 8th.
January 8th.
Yeah. Okay, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have discussion? All those signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, abstained, motion passes 4-0-0. Okay, so we have our date certain and our public hearing. Okay, thank you. Let's see.
And so just in terms of the next chapter,
Yes.
there are a few options, but I think it would be timely to consider looking at the transportation chapter. I say that for a couple of reasons. One, the Metropolitan Transportation Plan, which is the long-term plan, is expected to be adopted at the next NRPC meeting. So that's a great foundation, a lot of information. The projects for the 10-year plan, the local projects were submitted yesterday. So that'll be in process. And the other thing that's happening now is actually, I'm actually not sure if the board is aware, but we've been doing a road surface management study for the town. And so what that involves is driving every single road in town and assessing its condition. And the idea behind that is, as well as looking at all the culverts and the storm drainage system. And the idea behind that is what that allows the town to do is prioritize improvements. So kind of with all that information coming in at one time, it just seems like it might be a good time to look at transportation.
Okay, well, I would agree. I think it probably would be a very good time to do that. What is the board's take on? Do you think that's? I think that's probably where we want to head next. I think we've beaten the community design chapter to death, so it's probably an opportunity to make a segue into transportation.
Something more technical.
Something a little bit more technical. Yeah. So, okay. I think that would be good. I think that would be a good, nice segue into that. So, great. All right.
cultural changes you wanted to also look at, tweaks, or is that a big one?
That's really more of a land use issue. It's possible. Where I was going with that was thinking of maybe considering some zoning changes, but that window's kind of closed. I think maybe what we want to do is, look at several potential items, next fall or late summer.
Okay, great. So we'll definitely do that. And forward with that. Anything else on the master plan? Or I think we're pretty much, that's what we're going. That's the next direction, next step in the direction we're headed. So, okay. All right. Let's see. Well, I know the second thing on the agenda is non-public session. Before I do that, I'm just going to go right to committee reports and see if there's any committee reports that anybody has any information they'd like to provide. We'll kind of get those things out of the way. Yes, Kim.
The Heritage Commission will have its first meeting on Tuesday, December 11th in
Okay.
this building, I believe in the back room there, because the Recreation Commission's in this room.
Okay.
So we'll have our first meeting then, December 11th.
How many members do you have?
We have 4.
4 members. Great. Okay. Cool. I know Conservation Commission is meeting Thursday at 7 p.m. Not in this room, but in the back room. So, anybody have anything else? Committees? Okay. Approval of the November 20th minutes. Did anyone have an opportunity to look at
No, you
those?
didn't read them because they're not done.
You're right, they aren't here, so forget about reading them.
I have 5 more pages of notes to go.
How many pages is that?
Yeah, okay.
That was a big meeting.
Oh, I was going to
So,
say that
we
was.
will-
That was midnight, right? That was midnight,
We'll
yes.
move the approval of the minutes to next time. So,
Maybe 2019 to write them going.
yeah, okay. Any other business this evening? Does anybody have anything? Jay, do you have anything? Kim?
Has anybody had any feedback from the board on my vote on December 19th? Have you heard anything or?
No.
Okay, the chairman will be at this Heritage Commission meeting, so
Okay. Good.
I read the report that came out through TTAC. It had the, I see we're still on it, so I just want to make sure.
Yes. Yeah. And Greg did do a presentation to the board. So.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So I just want to make sure that somebody lets me know,
What chairman will be at what meeting?
I believe Brent Lemire.
Will be at the Heritage?
Yeah, I think he's going to be the
Okay.
person from the board who sits at the meeting. And now if they wanted to remove it, I'm sure it's not going to happen now. Is there a process that they would know about?
Right now, it's public comment period, so absolutely.
Until when? I thought it was due early January to the state.
It is, and the intent is to vote on it at the commission meeting of the 20th. But right now, we're open public comment. So
Okay, because when I talk to some of the members, some say keep it, some say don't. I just need somebody to give me consensus.
Right.
And they will. but-
right now it's there.
Right now
But
it's
if
there, I
there's
saw it.
consensus to pull it. Send a note, even an email. I mean,
And
it
that
doesn't.
would do it? That's the procedure? Or that's just gets it on public? That gets the opinions coming in?
Yeah, that would move it forward. That isn't necessarily going to take it out, but we'll have an opinion, we'll have input suggesting that it come out. Realistically, that issue matters to Litchfield and Hudson. So that's going to carry a lot of weight. People in Hollis aren't going to care.
But if, say, some people want to do it, I would just have them contact you and have an email starting to.
Absolutely.
Okay, and let that follow
Right,
the process. In
email,
case they ask me,
whatever.
well, what do I do if I want to do X? Well, this is what I was.
But then it'll be at the meeting itself where it would
Okay.
be
And
raised.
then the voting happens there. Speaking of the voting, Tyler,
Yeah. What does the board think? I think he, from his email, it sounded as though he's very busy with his work, and I think it takes up a lot of his time, and he has to travel a great distance. So I don't know. It didn't sound to me as though, I guess it doesn't sound as though, he may resign from the board. That's just.
He's the other commissioner, so if we don't have a formal resignation, he is, unless the board does something. Okay. All right, so at this point, one or two of us are showing up. Okay.
All right.
And is this is the meeting you were saying had like 4 meetings a year or something like that? Because I was thinking I might want to try to do that, but we would have to have Tyler resign officially, right, to do that.
Right, as a commissioner, right. So he would have to do obviously a resignation letter, and then we would, put your name forward to the
Okay.
Board of Selectmen, and then, we would.
Is it similar process to getting on the planning board?
Yeah,
thing?
same
Yeah,
same
planning
idea,
board,
right? You'd be appointed
Okay.
to represent Litchfield at the
Okay.
commission meetings at the NRPC. Yeah.
Okay. If you're still looking for somebody to do that, if Tyler's planning on resigning.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send an email to him. I just want to confirm that that's what he may be planning to do.
Yeah, but yeah, and if somebody
and
else
if,
wanted to, that's fine too.
If that happens, then I'll just ask him, if he can just send a letter to us that, he's stepping down, and then what we can do is put your name forward
Okay.
as a candidate.
When's the next Board of Selectmen meeting? Do we have one before the 19th?
They just met.
I don't know if we have time, if
We meet-
it's going to be an emergency, you go the 19th or not. Or I don't know if we've missed it. So maybe he's showing. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
that would be nice.
Is there,
Right, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out. I
It's listed
will
here,
send
right?
him something right away and
let me see the next board.
just get an idea.
Can you copy me on that so that if
yes.
he responds, I'll know?
Yes, I will copy you, Joan.
Thanks.
And we'll get that.
I have one December
squared away.
10th. December 10th is a Board of Selectmen meeting. And the 12th, wait a minute, 10th, and then I go on the 19th, right? So I'm just saying, if you need the board to get him
Right.
out and her on,
If you want
it
me
would
to
have
try
to
to
be that meeting.
Okay,
get there for it.
all right.
It seemed like you were nervous about doing it on your own.
Well,
too,
like
just
they
'cause
said, we're going
without
to
the-
vote, right? And if
Well-
we're down a person, and,
Yeah.
and we want to do what the board wants us to do, and we
Mhm.
don't have a vote,
Yep,
and
Yeah.
it goes the wrong way, or
because we're missing somebody. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
I guess
Well,
it's
this is
dependent on
probably how
Tyler.
big we're
I guess
going to give a
we'll
nod
see.
to what's
All right.
over there.
And then I'll just
I just want to
take her
hear it
lead.
from them, you know?
Great. That's good. Okay. All righty. If there's no other business, I would entertain a motion to go into non-public session. That is the second thing on our agenda this evening. Non-public session, RSA 91A 32:C. Matters which, if discussed in public, would likely affect adversely the reputation of any person other than a member of the public body itself, unless such person requests an open meeting. This exemption shall extend to any application for assistance or tax abatement or waiver of a fee, fine, or other levy if based on inability to pay or poverty of the applicant. All right. In order to go into non-public, we're going to need a roll call vote. So you would signify by saying aye. Michael Croto, aye.
Well, there's no motion. You
I'm
need a
sorry,
motion.
we need the motion. So I need a motion in a second. I apologize.
Okay, I'll make the motion to go into non-public session, RSA 91-A-32C.
3-2-C. Okay, I have a motion to go into non-public. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have discussion? Okay, roll call vote. Michael Croto, aye.
Dennis Page, aye.
Kate Stevens, aye.
Kimberly Queen and I.
Okay. So we will be going into non-public. We will not be coming out of non-public. So To those of you out in TV land, thank you for watching this evening, and we'll see you next time. Good night.